This video contains adult content. Viewer discretion is advised. And if you are watching this video, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below.
In this world, in my balls and my words. I ain't breaking that for nobody, keep it trill, you heard. See the slim in this bitch, little buddy, you might heard. And I'm colder than a freezer on top of an iceberg.
Your boy Tony Strong here with another Kicking It Strong, man. I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in, who like, shared, and comment. Everybody who's been, sharing the channel. I really appreciate that. And today, I'm sitting here with Mr. Chino himself. I can't introduce him like that. I've heard his name being introduced over the PA. So I can't do it justice. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I can barely do it justice. Shit, I'm on nerves and shit. First of all, thank you for having me on the show, man.
No problem, brother.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
I am from the south side of San Antonio, Texas. I am the badass fatass Chino Reyes.
From the south side of San Antonio.
And people are like, you're not from the south side. I'm all like, dude, I went to South San, I went to McCullum. I grew up 5 streets behind Bud Jones. I remember cruising military drive when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm a South Sider, trust me.
South Sider, straight up. So, first and foremost, I want to let everybody know who don't know. I want to congratulate you and thank you for your service to our country.
No, man. No, thank you for your support. No, it's
no problem.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that I'm not one of these guys who goes like, you will thank me for my service. No. I done shit, seen shit, and hey, I'm just happy that I went to go do it, and none of my family members had to go do it. None of my friends had to go do it. Okay. So I don't.
You went through it, so they don't have to.
Exactly.
Hey, that's commendable right there. Now I'm gonna get to the meat of it. You being in the military, being at war, seeing things, and how does professional wrestling help you cope with things? So I came back from my first deployment, and it was hard. It was really hard because I didn't want to go to therapy. I wanted to get drunk. I wanted to go fight. I just had real bad anger issues, problems, and everything. So then came back for my second tour, and then buddy of mine's like, hey man, Madness. Yeah. Hey man, I know this lady. She has a wrestling ring in the back of her yard, and her son-in-law is he was a professional wrestler, and they're just looking for guys to train and who want to wrestle, do a show. Oh. So I said, fuck it, okay. Fuck it, okay.
I was already back here in San Antonio. So I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. And so I was originally trained by Santana, we call him Santana Classic. Mm-hmm. But he was one of the guys who helped train, he had to teach, from my understanding, because it's even in the DVD, it seemed like a split second, but it's in DVD, where he would help train Shawn Michaels how to do lucha with Jose Lothario and all that. And then he did some WCW work. So we started back there. WCW. And then another guy who would work there, his name is Virus. Jerry Reyes. He's like, look, all these guys want to wrestle, all these guys have been wrestling, but you handful of guys I want to take to another gym. No disrespect here, you can still train here. Mm-hmm. I also want to take you over there. So that training class was a guy named Hatchet Man, Gabe the Babe, myself.
Gabe the Babe.
Yeah, Gabe the Babe. I've known that kid since he was 14. I love him, man. I used to get him all drunk on the weekends. I don't condone underage drinking though. And famously, ACH.
ACH.
So we all started training together, and Virus had a assistant trainer, Kevin Knight, Dragon X. He's known as Dragon X, not Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight.
So, and then when they wouldn't get there, either me or Gabe would hold the training. So, I've had people ask me, you trained ACH? I'm like, no, I didn't. Fuck no, I didn't train ACH. No, because people, we heard you. Nope, never once. To this day, I've always said it. I love Albert. I just messaged him the other day. I was like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. Text me, asshole. No, never. I never trained him. But I was there with him, helped him here and there, but it wasn't anything like super big.
So basically y'all worked together.
Yeah, we worked together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the first time he did the 450, hit me in the nuts, knocked me out. It was great.
He hit you in the nuts and knocked you out.
Yeah. Thanks, Albert. I love you, man. But after that, then I just started going different places, just wrestling here in town, and then different places, Texas, working for different promotions, and then I really started. I noticed how the wrestling, really helped me get my anger out. Like I wouldn't go beat the shit out of people. Obviously, it's wrestling. You take care of each other. That's the biggest thing.
But it's more the emotional release.
It's more, yeah. It's more like I'm getting this frustration, this anger. It's just like, oh man. That's why, like, when the Valhalla Club came out, I was like, man, this is exactly why I do wrestling.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking shit about them, nothing like that. They know I love them, all three of them. Jan, Bryson, Eddie, I love you. Y'all know that. So I don't want no one going talking shit.
Shout out to the Valhalla Club.
Yeah, I love those guys, man. And so, but I can see that, like, man, combat vets, and they're using wrestling to cope with PTSD. This is awesome. And I was like, man, that's the reason I did it. And then I started doing death matches, and I was like, man, I really like this now. So for the most part, it was one of those things where it's like, just wrestling really helped me become a better person. It helped me control my anger. It helped me really not go and lash out on people, like who didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
And I'm forever indebted to professional wrestling, forever, to everyone I've met on the road, to everyone I've worked, everyone I shared the locker room with. Unless I told you fuck you, which is a pretty sure I've told that to a lot of people. I love this business, and awesome. When you're that young guy in the business, you're like, man, I want to be main event, and I want to hold a gimmick, and I want to do this, and
I want to be this.
Yeah, and then the vets are like,
calm down, kid.
Calm down, kid. Hey, I'm gonna teach you the biggest thing. I'm gonna teach you the biggest thing you can learn in wrestling. Shut the fuck up and listen. Shut the fuck up and listen. And it's crazy. I was like, man, I want to get in this business, and man, now it's talking shit about the vets because I love the vets. But it was like, man, these guys are old and they're still going. Man, I don't know if I'll ever be the old guy in the locker room.
Right.
And I go to locker rooms and I'm like, fuck, I am the
old guy in the locker room. It's one old guy that wrestles for VWM. His name is Ongoro. He's 75. Still bumping, still running, still rolling.
That's some Gypsy Joe shit right there.
That man's he's a beast. I hope that when I'm half that, I can still go like that. But you spoke on death matches. You done death matches.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like people are like, well, who the fuck are you? This and that. Of course, you probably never heard of me because, I mean, I really wasn't big out there in the scene. I mean, I've worked places, I've worked some names, this and that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but death matches are building popularity now. Like
they're coming back. Well, yeah, because it was mainly like a hush hush thing. Like,
yeah, it's like shh.
Like a lot of people are like, why are you doing those fucking matches? They're stupid and this and that. And I get that, because we're used to doing wrestling. We're here to to give these people a show. But at the same time too, it's like it's a rush. It's a now. Don't get me wrong. After the fucking match, you're like, fuck, why'd I do that? But it's a rush, man, and it's building a certainty. It's building a wave back, dude.
Yeah, it's coming back hard.
And I'm just like, man.
My son watches YouTube wrestling. Like these guys set up a ring in their backyard and they have 1 million viewers per show. Like people are getting back into the deathmatch scene. They want to see the blood again. They want to see the superhuman stuff that people step in the square circle can do.
Yeah.
So when you personally, when you get into those death matches, how do you prep yourself for the pain that you're about to endure?
I drink a lot. No, I mean, I do, but that's to mainly like to thin the blood out. So when I know I get cut up or whatever, it just comes out. This is gonna sound weird. And I know it's gonna sound fucking weird. People are like, the fuck. So right before like how many more matches before ours? You got 2 more matches. All right, cool. I'll go, and I will listen. I will listen to either Mozart or Bach. I'll listen to.
You're listening to classical music to prepare yourself for a match with death in it.
Well, the reason being is because I know what I have to do. I know. Hey, this shit's gonna hurt a little bit. I get it.
So you want your mind at peace.
Exactly, and that's what it is. I started listening to that in high school, and I was like, man, like this music is so beautiful. It's so calming, and it presents itself in its beauty. That's what I want to do with this match. I want to present this match in its beauty. I want to make it just. I want to make it artful. I want to make this match where people are like, fuck, dude, like, wow, like, are you fucking, whoa. And so I'll listen, and it's not really, people are like, well, what do you mean? Like, I'll go to YouTube, I'll put the first thing on, that'll work.
That'll work.
And I'll just chill. Like,
You ever
Hey.
caught yourself listening to the Mr. Belvedere theme song backstage?
How dare you talk about Mr. Belvedere, goddammit. That British butler, you leave him alone. He stopped fucking the little son from getting touched by that fucking camp counselor.
Just confused the whole generation.
I know, people
by
are like,
saying
Mr. Belvedere.
Butler? What?
Well, yeah, first of all, if you've never seen Mr. Belvedere, you're pretty young.
Yeah, you're really
And if you
young.
have seen it, I mean, then you're fucking old. And if you know about it, then you're in the middle.
Kinda in the middle.
Yeah.
You kinda-
But yeah, man, I do. That's what I do, and they'll tell me, hey, we're getting ready to go up. All right, man, let's go do this shit.
How
but-
important to wrestlers, like a lot of folks don't know, how important to wrestlers is it to get that pre-match ritual in?
That's as important as your gear. That's as important as training. Me personally, that's how I feel, because it's what gets you into it. It's like you get into it and you're like, okay, got my gear. Like it's all the check marks before you leave for a show. Got my bag, got my gear. Okay, I know what I'm doing, because fuck, people book me, so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, start putting on my gear, and that pre-ritual starts there, because like, okay, check mark, 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 check mark. All right, and because not having your pre-ritual can throw you off. It can really
way off,
because then your routine's off. There's like people who have a routine. You know, they do this and this and this and this.
And if one thing's off,
then you're fucked. You're like one time I forgot my headphones.
Yeah.
And I was all like,
sucks.
And I was all like, fuck.
Or you forget one knee pad. Just one.
Fuck you, Tony. Why'd you bring that up? I'm old and decrepit already. Why do that? There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, you forget something. Tape. Well, everyone has tape, but they're like, God damn, you're still bumming. Like, man, I really did.
I forgot my tape.
I really did.
12.
But then you're like, fuck. I went to one show and I wrestled barefoot because I forgot my boots because I was snatch a rush.
Oh, wow.
So we ended up turning into a barefoot Lego match.
Oh, God. Barefoot
Horrible.
Lego match. Horrible. I can imagine.
But the pre-match ritual is it's everything, because like I said, routine gets you into it, gets you. However, if motherfuckers go in there to get all pissed off, cool. That's what gets you into it, and that's what fucking makes that. If that ensures you that you're gonna get it across, and you're gonna make these fucking fans who pay to see us, pay to see us, and that's the thing, people, is that like, I hate these motherfuckers. Like, man, fuck the fans. Fuck. I know. Don't get me wrong. Like some people, like some companies, they'll put that on their flyers, and it's a joke because they have such a huge like hood slam.
Yeah.
They used to put on there, man, fuck the fans. And
but it's a gag.
It's a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's everything's a gimmick.
Yeah.
Like if I can this, I got my gimmick. Okay, it's a gimmick. And the thing about it is that like without y'all, honestly, we would not have a fucking job
at all. Did y'all see how terrible wrestling was with no fans?
I mean.
I'm sorry. I love wrestling. I love wrestling to death. You have to love wrestling in order to put your body through it. But with no fans in the arena, it sucks. It sucks. Because I'm the type, I like to play off the fans.
Well, here's the thing. My whole thing about that is that, like, I've seen you work, so I know you can work. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not sucking your dick. I'm not doing any of that because, you know what?
You can't do that on camera.
I mean, that's the after-hour show. that's the strong style after dark. So that's why we call it sad. No, you can tell who are real workers and you can tell who are gimmick workers.
Yeah.
Because just like the show we did in the Valley, we did have some fans there, but remember, we're expected to have no fans.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck it, let's still do it. You can tell who's a real worker. You can tell gimmick workers, because real workers, regardless if there's fans there, fucking, you have no ropes. And I'll get to a story about that in a minute. Yeah. You have no ropes.
The rope snap or something.
Some shit like that. You always find a way to adapt and overcome. As opposed to gimmick workers who just need to use the ropes. They need to use the crowd. They need to use you don't need to. You play off of it. You play off of it, but you don't. But if you can work without using all that, matches become simpler.
Yeah.
Less is more.
It's easy.
We did a show in Del Rio. And then someone the night before had stolen the, what the fuck are those gimmicks called? The turnbuckles. Not turnbuckles, whatever. what the fucking ropes connect to the post, right?
Yeah.
Those fucking things, all right?
Yeah.
For fucking people who are fucking Spanish speakers, those fucking chingaderas, those, okay. So, for the white people, the whatchamacallits.
The thingamajigs. The thingamajig.
For, I can't say thingamud and then that last one, because, anyways, no, because y'all fucking black people will be like, them motherfuckers right there. What the fuck you call them goddamn fucking sons of bitches? Them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
This shit right here, nigga, like
this
that.
shit right here, nigga. See, what Bernie Mac said, motherfucker can be a noun, it can be an adverb.
There are so a motherfucker is probably the most universal word.
Yeah,
because you're gonna be like, this motherfucker took my motherfucking car, and I can't believe the motherfucking shit he did. Okay, motherfucker is a universal. We're getting off. Well, we're fucking digressing. So we get there. We didn't know. They didn't know till they got there. They were gone. Once again, pre-checks, fucking checks, people. So anyway, so we're like, are we still gonna do the show? They're like, well, let's see who can work.
I got you.
So we're like, all right, cool. So we did the show, and I remember, I'll never forget this. Les Thatcher saw the show. I think he saw it on YouTube, or I forgot how he saw it. But he's all like, all of you workers who did that show, I have nothing but, like, what do you say? I have nothing. I commend you, and all I can do is praise you, because this shows you're real workers.
Yeah.
You did not need to use the ropes. You did not need to, like, all right, we're gonna do this and that and this and that and that and that and this. Like, no, you showed everyone that you could wrestle. You showed everyone that you could still play off the crowd. You showed everyone that you didn't need this gimmick to get over. And a lot of the young guys don't realize. A lot of these young cats that come in now, like, some of them are legit trained. Some of them have like actual, like, they have people vouch for them, and I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But then some of these no good cocksucking motherfuckers, I'm not gonna mention names. I'm really not, because I'm just not.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Fuck
but
you.
if you know Chino, you know who he talking about.
I'm not gonna mention names. Fuck you. Fuck you, RJ Black, Zane, and Mario Garcia.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I mentioned names. Fuck, my bad. Yeah, fuck them. But they think that they watch like a Ring of Honor show, a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla show, a New Japan show, and they're trained wrestlers now. Okay. The thing about, like, and I'm pretty sure when you came up too, the way I came up is that the vets would beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, you get beat up.
You get beat, and people are like, well, that's just me. No, I'll tell you why. 90 to about 95% of these new kids do not know how to throw a punch. Don't know how to fight. Do not know how to fight. Guarantee it. And if you want to call me out my bullshit, meet me in the locker room. And I'm not trying to do that to, like, get myself over or anything, but it's the truth. Because if they fuck up, you're like, God damn it, and you give them a fucking receipt, and they fucking don't know how to protect themselves, know how to fight back, you're like, why are you in this business?
Yeah.
You're gonna travel somewhere, and it's especially in fucking Oklahoma and Tennessee, fucking where Tennessee especially, where they fucking test you, and they'll attack you.
It's still old school. I mean, you gotta remember, like, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama.
All those fucking different territories.
They was the old school territories where.
So they'll fucking beat they'll beat your ass just to see if you can protect yourself.
Yeah.
And so if you can protect yourself and then fucking dish it back, they're like, okay, we'll work.
You're golden.
We'll work.
But if not,
they're gonna fucking have liberties with your ass. They're gonna fuck you up. Promoters gonna bring you back just to get your ass whooped every fucking time.
Hardcore.
That's why I tell these young kids, like, dude, please go to. Please. Now, don't get me wrong. You're never going to pay the dues the way we did, because we were fucking getting our ass kicked. We didn't even get in the ring for the first year. We had to drive the old timers around. And
see, you in the wrestling business, you was raised long before.
Yeah, it's like, it was fucking like, you had to drive them around from town to town. And when you got to the hotel, you took their luggage, this and that. They're like, all right, kid.
That was paying your dues. If you can respect the folks that came before you. And then, you know, some people call it hazing, some people call it this. I mean, there was times hazing when they take a shit in your bag, but, you know, that was in the 80s, just to see if
yeah.
You know, you heard the stories, and
I've seen someone get fucking icy hot put in their tights before they went on.
That's mean.
And they were the main event, and they were supposed to go 15-20, and they only went like 5-7.
Cause you can't, like, icy hot in your balls. You can't.
To the guy who did it, in his defense, motherfucker had it coming. He stiffed the guy a couple of times on pay. He tried to fucking break into his car. So it was like, okay, the guy who did the ribbing was like, or did the hazing, like, I got him. I'm gonna get him. Fucking put it in like, oh, fuck you, got you. No, yeah, the old timers would be like, all right, kid, we get pull into a town right after. So let's say we're in bumfuck. Let's say we're in Okima, fucking Oklahoma, and bro,
Nobody there.
Shit, they have like 5 fucking major buildings, and 2 of them are casinos.
Wow.
No, it's like there's a restaurant, convenience store, the postal office, the school, the hotel, casino. Okay, yeah, I was right. But so you drive there, and then like, all right, we're driving to fucking. From here, we're going to Kansas City. After, so you drive all fucking night, whatever, and then you get there. Fucking pull their luggage down. All right, kid. So we're kind of hungry.
You need to
And
make
we
a
kind of
run.
need stuff. So you need to go get us food. You need to get his booze. You need to go get his drugs, and you get his bitches. And that's all on your dime.
But
Don't get me wrong. Some of them will be like, "Look, kid, here."
I mean,
here's
it
this one."
comes back to you when if those same
No,
people put you over.
It did. I'll tell you why. So those same 2 guys, they saw that I did it the first couple of times. They're like, I'll never forget. Like, hey, I'm gonna drive. Like, no, I got it, sir. I got it. Like, no, I'm fucking driving. Oh fuck. Okay, get some rest. Hey, this kid, put him in the main. This is how much you're gonna pay him because he's worth it, and he'll do it. It comes back. That's the thing about respect and the old timers. You know, it's like when someone vouches for you and they have a name, dude, the fucking possibilities are endless.
So do you feel like connections are important in indie wrestling? Like who you
networking,
know?
connect. Yeah, that does help. But at the same time too, you could be a shitbag and fucking. So let's say like you, right? You're like, fucking, yeah, dude, Chino. I know Chino, great guy, this and that, but his wrestling's not really up to par. But let's see if we can get him.
I've seen that. I've seen.
Okay,
that.
so
I've
it's
seen
like but the thing about it, you're just being honest, and you're just trying to, you don't want to fucking shit on the business.
that. Yeah.
So it's like having connections, networking is a great thing. At the same time too, you have to know who you're sticking your neck out for. You have to. It's just like anything else. Like if fucking you get me hired on a job,
Yeah.
like, oh dude, Chino's fucking golden, don't worry about it, this and that, and then fucking next thing you know, I show up to fucking drunk. I show up to work the next day fucking drunk as shit, still fucking on a meth binge and shit, like, because I've seen it. That's why.
Yeah. I would have to fight my homeboy. Then we had to throw hands.
Yeah.
You couldn't just do like that.
Like, motherfucker, I know we're working like fucking 612s, but you couldn't wait till like,
Yeah.
But it's like anything, like networking, connections are always a great thing to have. They truly are. But you have to know who you're sticking your neck out for.
That's true. Now I ask pretty much all my guests this same question. When you in the ring, right? Do you prefer, hey, let's do it, let's talk about it in the back, or hey man, let's get out there and do what we do?
So to me, it just depends. If it's like let's say it's you and me, or like let's say it's like me and Ruben or it's someone else that I know, and that I'm like, dude, we're just gonna do it out there. Because once you've been doing this for a while, I call it the feel. Like you already know, like, okay, I know exactly what he's gonna fucking do, and okay, so this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it just comes. It's like it's so fluid, everything. But like a lot of like when I've wrestled, like because a lot of guys would like yeah, Chino's my first match. Chino's my first match. Chino's my first match. They'll tell you, they're like, well, the match was like really good. Like Chino, I'm like, I didn't call it. They're like, what? I'm like, I was let the new guy call it. And I'm like, do you want to call in the ring or do you want to go over here really quick? And well, can we go a couple of things out here? Yeah. All right. Well, I want to do this. All right, cool. We're not doing any of that shit. And I'll tell you why. Why are you trying to blow your load in the first 30 seconds when we can take all those things you just said and stretch it out?
All the way out.
Stretch it out. Take your time. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Don't blow your load in the first 30 seconds. That can get you a long way in wrestling and other places. I'm just saying.
Well, it's funny you bring that up, and the reason why I specifically said it that way is because all the old vets used to tell me, wrestling is like sex.
Wrestling is like sex. It hurts.
When you lock up, you do the foreplay, and then you start getting into it, start changing it around, keep going, and oh shit, here we go. Oh, the
Boom,
pop,
climax.
the climax, the pop. Let's go home.
That's beautiful.
That's when you either dip or you put the bitch in an Uber. One of the two. All right, one of the two. But that's when you go home.
That's when you go home.
But yeah, man, it's I always let like the new guys, like, or guys who are just starting out, like I let them call it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna call it, and I'm gonna tell you why we're not gonna do this, or I'm gonna tell you why that fucking makes real sense right there.
Okay.
Because you have to remember, psychology is dying in this business. Storytelling is dying in this business. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of guys are like real big on it, and they're still holding on to it. And I get that. I'm not trying to be Jim Cornette because I'm not Jim Cornette.
I love Jim Cornette.
I do too, man.
I love Corny, man. I've been liking Corny ever since the Midnight Express. Corny's been my guy with a tennis racket. Just the way Corny is a wrestling guy. He likes professional wrestling. No W, just the R. Wrestling.
And the thing about it though is and I hate to admit it because I didn't want to admit it at first, but the only thing that stays the same is change. Wrestling does evolve. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. All the basic shit, that'll never change.
No.
But the storytelling does change as long as you make it make sense. Why, as a big guy, let's say I'm a big guy and then I'm wrestling a guy 5'3", 100 pounds. How the fuck is he gonna body slam me right off the bat?
He's not.
How's he gonna fucking hit me with a clothesline and I'm gonna fall to my feet right off the bat? No.
He's not.
You build up to it. It's like sex. You build up to it. You build up to it. You build up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, you making the crowd want it. Like, damn, I got you, bitch. You want it. Then it comes and fucking, oh shit, here we go, this and that.
Sploosh, crowd sleep.
Or fucking go get something to drink and make a sandwich. One of the two. But
so I look at it like when I step in there, it's like a fight. I look at it like a fight. Like if me and you,
I'm glad you brought that up too.
If me and you was in a fight, you know what I mean? If this was a UFC fight, say that, I run up on you and the first thing I try to do is lift you. Fuck no, you're not gonna let me lift you. You finna put all 200 plus pounds to work.
Like, are you okay? Let's see how much you squat, motherfucker. Come here.
Yeah, let's see how much you squat.
I'm glad you brought it up that way too, because wrestling is like a fight. It really is. Because how am I gonna go and just pound the shit and then just stop and walk away? Like, if I'm a fan watching, I'm like, okay, you just like pummeled that guy and now you're walking away. I get it, like if you're holding on to him and you're fucking getting the crowd's face, or this and that, or you're the blue eyes, the baby face, and you're making your comeback, you got him down, this and that, and like you're still next to him, and like, yeah, you're getting the crowd behind you. Okay, that's cool. But I'm not gonna fucking pummel you in one corner and just walk away and be like, what are you gonna do? And you see that a lot, and it's fucking bullshit. Here's the thing, and I get a lot of shit, well, this shit's fake. I'm all like, no. The outcome is predetermined.
Oh God,
Outcome's
fake never hurt. Fake. I never went outside and faked like I twist my ankle and it hurt for real. Never.
So
never.
The ending is predetermined. Yeah, we know that. But it's our job to like, damn. Here's the thing. Here's the one thing that I learned. If wrestling was 100% real, no one would do it
At all.
And if it was 100% fake, everyone would do it. There's aspects.
Completely.
But you have to know how to do things because you can't just get in the ring. Fucking kid going, oh, I can do all that. All right, kid, take a bump. Take a bump. And then fucking concussion, knocks himself out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first thing one of the first things you learn, take a bump. I can do that. Okay, do it. No, motherfucker, get the fuck out of the ring.
First thing they told me, Shooter Roberts, down in McAllen, Texas. Shooter Roberts, first guy to teach me my bumps. First time he was like, can you bump?
You went into your pocket, look for a key, right?
I didn't, like I say, until I started wrestling, I never knew about indie wrestling. Like I knew about Ring of Honor, but to me, that was a major promotion. Like that was Ring of Honor. It was up there, you know what I mean? But I didn't know about any other the small indie promotions, so I really didn't know the lingo. So like, can you take a bump? I'm like, he's like, when you take a body slam, I'm like, oh, you want me to?
Can you safely fall down? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Well, so do you know why wrestling, like some of the terms we have, like everything's fade, we fade everything, You know what?
I never asked where the lingo came about. I just adopted it like everybody else.
So this is how the different lingo came about. Like, hey man, okay, when we lock up, I'm gonna put you in this gimmick. After that gimmick, you're gonna fucking 1-2 motherfucker. We're gonna go. I'm gonna shoot you off. We're gonna fucking fuck. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And when I first started, I was like, we're gonna do what now?
Okay, so I'll tell you. So after you do that, we're gonna fucking skin the cat, all that shit. How it came about was back in the day in wrestling, when the guys would go over their matches, they didn't have like locker rooms that we do nowadays. Well, fuck, we hardly have locker rooms, but
Yeah, you mean the bathroom?
Yeah.
They didn't have a
So the
bathroom?
fans would be walking by to go get their concessions, and they fucking would be like, they could hear the guys like, oh, and go back to the crowd like, okay, this is what they're gonna do. This exactly, boom, boom, boom. So that's
how the smart march came about.
Well, here's the thing, man, and I'll get. We're getting to a lot of things today. So it came about to where, hey, these fuckers know what we're saying, what we're doing. So we're gonna create our own fucking restaurant. We have our own language, and that's where we have kayfabe.
Oh, okay.
And so that's why it's like, all right, you know, we're gonna fucking, I'm gonna go, fucking Irish, fucking 1, 2, bang, bang. After the bang, when fucking go, kitchen sink, fucking shit like that. So that's where like all the terms came from.
You know, I never knew why they call it an Irish whip. I never understand why they call it a European uppercut. You know what I mean?
Well, because those kinds of European wrestlings were the first ones to come up with it. That uppercut. That's why it's European uppercut.
And the Samoan chop or whatever.
Well, that's just a gimmick name. That's just a fun gimmick name.
That's a gimmick.
They're like, fucking, okay, the dude's Samoan, we're gonna call it a Samoan chop. Fuck it.
A Samoan chop,
Yeah.
so the Samoan drop.
Like if I fucking did a senton, I'd probably call it like the fucking bean splash or some shit like that. Or I call it the fucking lumpia of death or some shit like that. But fuck, I mean, when your basic moves, and then when you wrestle lucha, everything's completely different. Because they're like, all right, we're gonna vamos a suplex. Well, in American wrestling, okay, no, to them that's a fucking
arm drag.
No, it's fucking
Hip toss.
hip toss, shit like that.
Yeah, I wrestled lucha down at. It used to be Luna Promotion. Now it's DAC Promotions, and I didn't speak Spanish.
I need to get down there. Fuck.
That's fun down there. Just hot.
It's all right. I've been to hotter places. Yeah.
No, you haven't. You say Iraq, but no, you ain't felt that valley heat.
No.
You ain't felt that 110 degrees inside that tin building.
That's like 110 degrees like at fucking 11 o'clock in the afternoon in Iraq.
Yeah, but no, that's 9 o'clock in the morning in the valley.
I'm gonna have to do it. Fuck.
And that was my training. That's why I trained at in the summer with Danny Chance, Eric Shadows,
Oh, dude.
and Matt Riot. Those were the three, and they were younger than me, but they had been wrestling like 2 years before me. So they was the fresh new trainees. So they was there to teach us the basics, you know. And then the vets would come in once we got out of the dungeon, what we call it. Once you graduated from the dungeon, then you learn how to wrestle.
Yeah, because fucking back in the day, and I know they did it with you. 'Cause like I said, you haven't been wrestling as long as me, but fucking I know they did it with you. Fucking where it'd be like, all right, we're gonna see who's actually built for this business.
Yes.
You torture the fuck out of you,
Yes.
beat the shit out of you.
Yes.
All that shit, dude.
Yes, they specifically chose in the summertime in the valley in a tin building to train just to see who was gonna stick with it and who was gonna bitch up.
Yeah, because motherfuckers would throw up, yeah.
Yes.
And but they stuck with it.
Yeah.
But
I
then-
threw up.
How, dude? I have no shame, bro. I fucking threw up fucking hella times. Fucking, it was horrible, but I stuck with it.
Had to.
And then motherfuckers, they'd fucking put you in a hold and they'd really wrench the fuck out of it. Come on, kid. You fucking got it, kid. Like, oh, you motherfucker.
The person I credit for teaching me how to, you know, wrestle, the psychology and all that, Danny Ramon. Danny
Dude,
Ramon's-
I love Danny, dude.
He's a soft-spoken guy, but
No,
he has so much knowledge.
that guy can go. That guy knows his shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Shout out to Danny Ramones. He had so much knowledge, and all I had to do was listen. And got in the ring. I worked him. Another one of my homeboys. He kind of, you know, fell off the map in wrestling. Jim Justice. He, you know, taught me.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, Jim.
He taught me the
Yeah, real good guy, man.
Yeah, he taught me some of the. Well, you know,
Well,
stuff happens. And,
yeah, I get that, but like, as far as like, never done bad with me, never talked shit about me.
I mean, back in the day, yeah, cool.
but
and,
yeah. So Jim Justice.
and Shooter Roberts. Shooter Roberts.
So
another one.
with me, like I said, I credit Santana, classic, Virus, Jerry Reyes, and then when I learned from like the other old timers, so like Mad Dog Ken Johnson, I love you, Kenny. Lemos Dos,
Lamos Dos. The OG, I call him.
Latino,
Yeah.
El Latino, and probably Tito,
Tito.
the man Sanchez. Dude, those guys really helped me step up my game, like really, because it and one more guy, and People have heat with him. People don't have heat with him. I love him as a brother. He actually was my first match in the Indies, and he fucking ribbed the shit out of me really good. Was a big dog.
Big dog.
Willie. Fuck you, Willie. I love you, you asshole. I got pink eye from that.
Me and Big Dog had beef. No lie. On social media because he was a vet, but he was one of those vets that's like, I've been there, I've done that, you know, what my word is golden with me. He had like that with me. And I was like, you know, I can have my own opinion. He was basically like, no, you can't. So, you know, that rubbed me the wrong way.
Willie is a great guy. To me personally, like I said, fucking ribbed me, fucking awesome asshole. But it was one of those things like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what the
like I said,
situation
that was
is.
just with me. Maybe
Yeah.
he felt like, you know, he was trying to teach me and I wasn't listening, or, you know, something like that, but it kind of...
No, like I kind of maybe something similar to that with him, but then it was like, you know what, man, like, I mean, you're right, dude, because fuck, I mean, there's tapes of you here and doing that and this and that, and I can't fuck with that.
Yeah, I was young and a hot head. I kind of, you know...
I mean, you're still kind of young and hot, so yeah.
Why, thank you.
Hey, I try. Yeah, man, so my very first fucking match in the Indies, it's PWI. And PWI was hot as fuck back in the day.
Yeah. That
Like
with the
hot.
fans around the ring?
Dude, oh, no, yes.
Okay.
It was hot as fuck back in the day. So I reached out to the promoter, the booker. He's like, I'll give you a chance, kid. I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. Like, you're gonna wrestle Big Dog. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. So we got there and he's like, hey, kid, so we're wrestling. And I'm all like, yes, sir, this and that. Don't call me sir. I'm like, all right, Big Dog. And he's all like, you seem like a good, like, let me know your background. Well, he's a Desert Storm vet.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an Iraqi vet. So we clicked there. And then he's like, man, like, okay, so what do you want to do? I'm like, I'm following your lead. So you just tell me what we need to do. I'll make sure that it fucking looks good and we're good to go. He's all like, I like that. He's all, I'll be right back. I got to go to the corner store. I forgot tape. So he goes. And I should have fucking noticed it, but I didn't. Motherfucker didn't come back with tape. Motherfucker came back with a fucking big fucking milkshake from Jack in the Box. So we're working, we're going, yeah, okay. So I'm all like,
Oh, God.
all right, cool. I mean, I wouldn't do that because I'm afraid I'll shit myself. So.
Yeah, right?
So we're working. Right towards the end, he puts me in a head scissors. He's all, and he's talking to me. He's all, man, you're a real good kid. Welcome to the business. I go, what? And lets out this horrible fucking fart.
Oh,
Horrible,
God.
like God, like I could have sworn he shit himself.
Let me go.
I fought out that bitch, and he was strong. I fought out that bitch. I could have sworn I got pink eye. I'm pretty sure.
Potato.
So fucking. Then come to find out after the match, he's like, that was a really good match. My name is Willie. I'm like, dude, my name's Robert. Yeah, didn't know he's fucking lactose intolerant until after that match. Fuck you, Willie. I love you, you piece of shit. But yeah,
man.
fucking those guys are the ones I credit to really training me, showing me psychology, how to tell a story, stuff like that. Not that I needed a gimmick, but I'm like, I need to be different from everyone. I need to be different from all these other fucking big guys, shit like that. I'm like, dude, well, I was like, what can, I'm like, dude, pretty badass. And at the time, not now. Well, maybe if I lost like 30 more pounds, but at the time I could do a running shooting star.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, don't ask me how. I defied physics. I defied laws of gravity. Fucking Newton would fucking hate me. Sir Isaac Newton. I'm sorry, Sir Isaac Newton. He'd hate me. So like one of my buddies was like, that's pretty fucking badass. And I'm all like, bro, I can just be the badass fat ass. And he's like, dude, that fuck yes.
That's your gimmick.
I'm like, and that I just rolled with it. And then so I was working, and then I broke my ankle. And I was like, fuck, dude, like I'm never gonna be able to wrestle again. Fuck.
But
Well, I broke my ankle, rehabbed it. I went to the doctor. They took it off. They put me in a boot. I'm like, how long do I need to be in this boot? They're like, realistically, you need to be in this boot another probably 4 to 6 weeks. I go, in your determination. He's all, really? You should probably be in it like in fucking 8. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go to heavy metal. Dylan, I love you. Josh, I love you. Scotty, I love you. I love all you fuckers. Especially you, Roland, my sugar bear.
Tony Strong wants to be in heavy metal. In case you didn't know, heavy metal. Tony Strong wants to be in heavy metal.
I just want to do like a couple more matches for him. I'm getting ready to exit this business. Book me, guys. Book me some more. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do the whole New Jack getting on my knees doing this, talking shit, because I love y'all. I mean, I miss New Jack. So I told Dylan, I'm like, hey man, yeah, I think I was like, cause I was counting the weeks. I'm in week 4. This bitch comes off in 2 weeks. I want to work for you. He's all like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you don't need more time. I'm like, no, that's what the doctor told me. You know, fucking doctor told me 8 weeks. Or realistically 8 weeks. So Dylan was all, fuck yeah. He's all, you were always good to me. You never fucking ribbed me or fucked with me. You never fucked with the guys back there. Like, you always took care of us when we were fucking coming up in the business.
Yeah.
I go, bro, why? He's like, all right, once that boot comes off, just come on. So I fucking, and I fucking counted it. That fucking 6th week was a heavy metal show. Took that fucking bitch off. Fucking went to heavy metal and worked. And tweaked my ankle again.
Damn.
And my ankle's been tweaked in it, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
Heavy metal, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of promotions were like really good to me, has always fucking treated me really well. Like I said, PWI back in the day treated me so fucking good. TWA, because regardless of anyone says, I am a TWA original.
Yeah.
Please, I want to be in the Hall of Fame. No, those guys.
I heard him, the badass fataazz for the TWA Hall of Fame. Cast your votes now down below in the comments.
TNT, Tito, when I was getting ready to get out of the business, when I was like, I'm done, dude. I'm done. That's right before I broke my ankle. He's all, hey man, quit being a fucking pussy. You have a lot to fucking. He's all, hey man, quit being a pussy. You have a lot to fucking show these kids, these new kids. Let's work with you. So fucking we would go to fucking one of the other wrestlers' backyard because he had a ring in there, and he fucking cleaned me up. I'm like, fuck, dude, thank you. I mean, Tito, I can. He's all, you know, I love you. I'm like, I love you too.
Aww.
So TNT, and then heavy metal. Heavy metal was fucking phenomenal to me. I had people give shit to them. I don't know why. Fucking book him. Come on. Never once did me wrong. Like I said, gave me the opportunity to wrestle the guy, or to be in the ring with the guy and work with the guy. That made me want to be in the business.
Badass.
And that's something I can never fucking, like, and I put it on Twitter, I put it on everything. I'm like, I can never fucking repay this.
That's like a badge of honor. I got to wrestle the guy who made me want to wrestle.
I got to wrestle New Jack. I got to be in the ring with New Jack.
New
And and everyone's all like, I'm gonna take the guitar shot. Fuck all you motherfuckers. I'm taking that.
Guitar
Fuck
shot.
each and every one of you. I'm taking the fucking
We
guitar
can fight
shot.
about it. What's up?
Like, we can, come on.
Well,
And did that, and then other promotions. If I forgot a promotion, I'm sorry. I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about 10 minutes ago. So, fuck, it's time for a shot. So anyways, so yeah, man. So that's been that's. I mean, I've done the other shit here and there, but I mean,
nah. Oh, got it.
see, he fucking brings it out, and he's like, yeah, you want something? Think I'm gonna drink with him? Sorry, motherfucker. I don't. You know what? Turn this shit off. But yeah, man, just I love this business. I mean, I at times I got paid really well, and at times I'm like, fuck, dude, how the fuck am I gonna make it to the next city? But I mean, that's the business. That's what happens.
That's what happens. Well, now's the time of the show. I give my guests a chance to flex. Let everybody know. This is my dog, dude. By the way, he wanted to be on camera. This is my dude. But
What up, dude?
Give my guests a chance to flex and let everybody know where he gonna be at. Shout out his social media links where they can catch him at.
It's Chino Reyes 210. If you're a big guy and you know it and you want to show it, always remember, real men have curves. The shirt I have at prowrestlingtees.com. Chino Reyes. Hey man, you know how many big guys have bought that shirt and they love it?
Yeah.
They're like, hell yeah, I have curves. And I'm all like, that's right, boy. Work that shit. As I'm fucking seeing my PayPal ding ding. Like, that's right, work it, motherfucker, work
got
it.
it.
And you honestly, and this is me personally, like, I have no problem like people just reaching out to me. Like, dude, if you're having a bad fucking day, if something's going on, like you just need to talk to someone and no, dude, fucking hit me up. I'll talk to you. I'm that kind of person because I was that kind of person who had no one to talk to. Until I found wrestling, until I found, I finally started going to help, getting therapy and shit like that. But yeah, and I'm not saying that to be like, to next time like, oh, fuck yeah, I had all these people hit me up. No, no one's gonna know shit. I don't tell anyone shit. Because I've had like kids from India. Yeah. I've had like people from like Canada, Japan hit me up. And it wasn't bookings, it wasn't like, hey man, like I saw you on this podcast and like I just want to talk about something. What do you want to talk about? Home life. Okay, what's going on, man? This and that. I still have, and this is gonna sound weird. The one kid from Japan was like 13, 14 years old. And he's not like 17, and we still talk. Nice. Yeah, dude. So fucking, I have no problem, guys. Like I know some wrestlers are like, well, this is my professional page and this and that. No, the fucking page. I don't have a professional page. I don't have a personal page. The Twitter handle, the Instagram, and the Facebook. That's me. That's just me. Like if you reach out to me, it's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna reach out to you like, oh, well, hey, I'm the badass fat ass and what? No, I'm like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And that's just the way I am. Anyone who knows me, Tony knows me. Like, I don't bullshit. I don't blow smoke up people's ass. I don't kiss ass. I don't suck dick. I don't do any of that. I'll be straight up with you. At the same time too, like, I'm always down to just chill and hang out with people and just bullshit.
That's what's up. Well, we about to get up out of here, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for liking. Thank y'all for sharing. This has been another episode of Kicking It Strong with your boy Tony Strong and my special guest, Chino the Badass Fat Ass. Y'all can catch him wherever. His Twitter handle, his social media links will be down below. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share with your homies, share with your homies, share with your homies, and don't forget to subscribe. Show love, grow love. We out.
And if you don't, we'll fucking kill you.